Hi everyone, welcome to Glow with Grace. I am ridiculously overexcited today to share with you that I just finished knitting the final square for a blanket for Oria that I've been making for 4 months. I want to show you what I've been up to. Okay, I hope you can see this properly. So there's 2 different colours of wool that I've been using. This one is grey and this one is a beautiful cream wool. And there's 24 of these squares, 12 of each colour. The wool's really heavy. It's this amazing natural wool from Peru, wool mixed with cotton. And this has taken me 4 months to do all of these squares. There's 40 stitches to each row and 49 rows in each square. So, and every square has taken me about 3 hours to do. So I worked out yesterday, all of these squares all together took me like 72 hours to do. So if I'd done them straight, without stopping, it would have taken me 3 days straight to do this, but it actually took me like 4 months. I'm going to lay them out on the floor in the pattern that I'm intending to sew them together in so you can see what that looks like. Okay, so here's the 24 squares laid out on the floor in the pattern that I'm intending to sew them together in. It's kind of like a chessboard. And what I'm seeing right now is that not all of the squares are uniform in size. You can see like this one here, this must have been one of the first cream coloured ones that I did, and it's like, it just doesn't look quite right. So I think what I'm going to need to do now is literally go through every square and check how many rows it has and tuck little bits in, you know, like they have little bits sticking out like here. I've got lots of little kind of finishing details to do. And then it's time to sew them all together, and frankly I'm kind of nervous about that. I've never done anything like that. So yeah, I guess I'll come back when I have some more stages of this done. But you can see it's like 4 by 6 squares. It's big. This is like probably big enough for a queen size bed. So this is for our daughter Oria, who is not even yet 2 years old. But I think hopefully it'll be something that she can have throughout her life. Okay, it's later in the day and I went through every single knitted square and checked how many rows they had, and there were only 2 that had the rows different to the others. One had 1 row fewer and one had one row more, but they were actually the same size as the other ones somehow, like different tension on the knitting or something, so I didn't change them. So I didn't have to take any rows out or put any more in. However, they're all different sizes, like especially the ones I did in the beginning were like kind of all baggy and random. So what I did was I went through them all and I put them into piles of similar sizing of squares, and I just laid them out on the floor with similar sizing all next to each other. And let me show you. Okay, here it is on the floor, and I just made these little labels from 1 to 24 and stuck them all onto each square with a safety pin, because unfortunately I don't have anywhere right now where I can just leave this set out like this on the floor without Oria probably coming and throwing it all everywhere. So I labelled them all with safety pins so that I can always just hopefully pull whichever one I want out next for sewing together. What do you think about all this, Mr. Monarch?
I just love Glow with Grace, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies. Today is definitely a knitting day. We're telling you all the details. I'm just a little bit concerned, baby girl.
Why?
Because there's 1 square that has 1 less row, and 1 square has 1 more row, and you're still going with it, right?
But they're the same size.
They're the same size?
Yeah, it's like I knitted them differently, so they're the same physical size, even though they have more and fewer rows.
Oh, they're the same size as all the other ones.
Well, they're all random sizes. It's all completely random.
Okay.
It's random!
Sounds good, sounds good. I love knitting videos. They're the best. Are you going to tell Oria about this situation?
About what situation?
About how 2 squares have 1 extra row?
Do you know what? I heard that in Persian rugs, they always purposefully make an error in, at least 1 error in every rug, because they believe that life is not perfect. Perfect is just a concept. So they reflect that in the making of the rug. So maybe it's okay that the rows are all kind of messed up.
I guess the next question is, because you did all this by your own hands, right?
I did.
So now we're going to have to sew it together. The question is, are you going to do that with your own hands again? I mean, you've already did all this. I mean, or it's for Oria, or are you going to get some help here? Like, what's the situation?
Everything with my own hands.
Wow.
Everything.
Wow. So it seems like maybe you're going to be working on this blanket for quite a bit longer.
I know. I'm kind of nervous about this sewing ordeal.
Yeah.
Do you like it? Do you like this blanket potential?
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. I want my own.
Uh-oh!
You know what I've convinced Angela to do, everybody? Every single week she goes to this knitting class or crochet class where they all hang out and they're all knitting, these cute little girls. And we're getting Angela a little knitting machine.
Baba!
Where you can actually crank out a square instead of like 72 hours. You could do it within 20 minutes. And I'm going to go to this crochet class and say, you know what, ladies?
Don't spoil it, Papa.
They're not going to watch this.
They do, maybe.
No, they don't. I just boop, 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 boop. They're not watching it. Okay. So I was going to go to, because they're sometimes asking me, you know, it's not only for girls, only because only girls go. They're always trying to get me to learn how to do crochet. So I'm going to go there with the machine. And I'm going to be like, sure, yeah, let's, I'll play. I'll be having my little machine hidden. And, you know, this is like a love thing. It's so much work, and these women are just doing it, and they're talking, blah, blah. So here I'm going to pull out this machine, push a button, it's just go... And the looks on their faces are going to be worth $1 million. It's almost going to feel like they've been cheated or something. They're just be like, we should film it. We should film it.
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the knitting machine.
Me too, just for that one exact time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, everyone. So it's about 4 or 5 days later. That took me a really long time. So I sewed every strip together, like strip. So there's 4 strips of 6 squares in total. Now my next task is to sew those 4 strips together. And let's see how many days this takes. Hi everyone, it is now 6 days later than when I first started filming this video, and it's done! I'm so excited, I'm going to show you, hang on. Here it is! So I sewed together every piece this way, remember? And then I sewed together all 4 strips. Ding, 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 ding. And I just finished! I'm so excited! And we just looked through and made sure every single little piece that was popped out got popped back in, and it's done. What do you think, Mr. Monarch?
I'm the one who told her to do it longwise first, and she thought it was a good idea. And then I was trying to explain, like, all these things keep popping out.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, are you going to have to deal with that for the rest of your life now? It's like the never-ending blanket.
All the ends that have to be sewn in and woven in.
And this is also like the perfect size, like an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and I know how to make a box out of that. Maybe we could do that on the TV show right now.
Oh man. Can I just show them the other side? Can you flip it?
Sure.
This is the side that I think is the real side, and Mr. Monarch thinks this is the real side. See how on this side there's like ridges between every 2 pieces? On this side there isn't. This side is like totally flat. So I guess it's up to Oria how she uses it. The sad thing is I don't think she's even going to care when I give it to her. She's just going to be like, and go and do something else.
It looks like I don't care either, but I care.
Okay. So you're going to make a box?
Yeah. How about I remember how to do this? Might take me a second, guys. Here we go.
Adentro.
You want to get... Alright, making a box. You want to get in the box? Watch. If it was a piece of paper, it would have worked. You see?
It's like a little boat, Ray.
See, she likes the blanket, everybody! Mama finished. Mama finished.
Yeah.
Mama finished.
Do you like it? Right, it's for you.
This is for Oria.
It's a blanket for Rose.
Do you like it? Yeah, you like it? Yeah.
Bola.
Bola, bola.
Okay, so while they're over there blowing up balloons and having fun in the blanket box,
Ultra bubble.
I just want to tell you the blanket's really heavy. It weighs something like 10 pounds or something, because the wool's like super chunky and heavy. I think Oria's really going to appreciate it as she grows up, and I think Mr. Monarch wants a blanket too now, so I might be busy making another one for another 4 months. I hope you enjoyed this little making video. We'll see you next time.